Imagine waking up one morning feeling like you've run a marathon in your sleep, your mind foggy, your body heavy. Every task that once energized you now feels like dragging a boulder up a hill. And yet, the world keeps spinning, deadlines keep coming, notifications keep pinging, and your energy keeps draining. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Burnout is no longer just a buzzword. It's a silent epidemic creeping into our lives, stealing joy, creativity, and even health. But what if I told you that the solution to this modern crisis isn't found in the latest productivity app, a trendy meditation podcast, or yet another self-help book? What if the antidote lies hidden in the wisdom of our ancestors, in practices that have survived centuries, not because they were easy, but because they worked? Today, I'm going to take you on a journey through time to uncover what I call the ancient cure for modern burnout. And by the end of this video, you'll see your exhaustion in a completely new light. Thousands of years ago, humans didn't have coffee, smartphones, or 24/7 connectivity. Yet they faced their own forms of mental strain, social pressure, and physical exhaustion. In ancient Egypt, Greece, China, and India, wise men and women developed rituals, routines, and philosophies designed not just to survive, but to thrive. These weren't quick fixes. They were lifestyles. One of the earliest and most fascinating examples comes from ancient Greece, where the concept of hygge wasn't just a cozy blanket or a candlelit evening. It was a disciplined practice of balancing work, rest, and social connection. Philosophers like Epicurus advocated for the pursuit of simple pleasures and meaningful relationships as a core prescription for a life free from inner turmoil. Burnout, they understood, was often a symptom of misalignment, when the soul's natural rhythm clashed with the demands of the world. Meanwhile, thousands of miles east, in the serene landscapes of ancient China, Taoist sages emphasized harmony with the natural flow of life, known as the Tao. They observed the cycles of seasons, the rise and fall of the sun, the flow of rivers, and realized that human energy was not meant to be forced against its own nature. Techniques like Qigong and Tai Chi were not just martial arts. They were energy management systems, ways to prevent exhaustion before it became catastrophic. Imagine moving your body slowly, deliberately, breathing in sync with your motions, feeling your energy circulate rather than leak away. This was their armor against burnout, a preventative medicine that connected mind, body, and spirit. In India, the ancient science of Ayurveda took this a step further, mapping out individual constitutions and recommending specific routines, diets, and practices to maintain balance. They understood that one person's path to vitality might look very different from another's, and that ignoring the body's natural signals was a fast track to depletion. Daily rituals of oil massage, mindful eating, and structured sleep were not indulgences, but essential prescriptions for sustaining life energy. Even the Jewish mystics of the Kabbalah and the monks of medieval Europe understood the value of rhythm, repetition, and ritual. They created sacred times of reflection, work, and rest, teaching that a life without pause was a life destined for burnout. Across cultures, the patterns are astonishingly similar. Slow down, honor natural rhythms, connect with others, cultivate inner space, and respect the body's limits. Fast forward to today, and our lives are almost the antithesis of these ancient insights. We sit for hours, scroll endlessly, juggle multiple responsibilities, and then wonder why we feel like we're running on empty. The cure has always been around us, yet it's obscured by screens, notifications, and the relentless pace of modern life. One of the most powerful lessons from these ancient practices is the recognition that burnout is not a badge of honor. It's a signal from your body and mind demanding attention. The Greeks called it ataraxia, a state of inner calm achieved by tuning out unnecessary anxieties. The Taoists called it Wu Wei, the art of effortless action, not forcing life but flowing with it. The key is not to fight exhaustion, but to prevent it through conscious, deliberate living. So how can we translate these timeless principles into our modern context? Start with movement. You don't need a gym membership or an expensive trainer. Even 10 minutes of slow, deliberate stretching or a mindful walk outside can reset your nervous system. The ancients understood that the body and mind are inseparable. When one suffers, so does the other. Next, honor your rhythms. Our ancestors rose with the sun, rested with the moon, and respected the natural ebb and flow of energy. Today, we can't always dictate our schedules, but we can create micro-rhythms, scheduled breaks, periods of deep focus followed by rest, and sleep hygiene that supports restoration. Third, cultivate meaningful connection. Across all cultures, humans survived and thrived in communities, not in isolation. Sharing meals, stories, and experiences is not a luxury. It's a biological necessity that restores mental energy and combats the creeping loneliness that fuels burnout. Fourth, simplify. The ancients weren't burdened with endless options and distractions. Minimalism wasn't a trend, it was a survival strategy. Decluttering your mind, your space, and your obligations creates breathing room for creativity, joy, and focus. Fifth, practice mindfulness and reflection. Meditation, journaling, prayer, or simple quiet contemplation allows your mind to process experiences, release tension, and gain perspective. The goal is not to escape life, but to engage with it fully, without being consumed by it. Let me tell you a story about a modern professional named Maya. She was a high-flying executive, constantly checking emails, attending endless meetings, and running on 5 hours of sleep. Her friends noticed she was irritable. Her health was declining, and she had lost the spark that once made her passionate about her work. One weekend, she reluctantly signed up for a Tai Chi retreat, thinking it was a waste of time. But after 3 days of slow movements, mindful breathing, and guided reflection, something shifted. She realized that her body and mind had been screaming for attention all along. She returned home and began integrating small rituals, a morning stretch, a 20-minute walk outside, phone-free meals, and a short meditation before bed. Within weeks, she noticed clarity returning, energy levels stabilizing, and even her work performance improved. This is not magic. It's the ancient wisdom manifesting in a modern context. Burnout is not a sign that you are weak or failing. It is a universal signal, one that ancient civilizations decoded long before modern psychology even existed. By listening to these signals, by honoring the practices that sustained humans for millennia, we can reclaim vitality, creativity, and balance in our own lives. Now, I'm not saying that one weekend retreat or a single habit will cure burnout forever. The power lies in consistency, in creating a life that respects the natural flow of energy, that integrates body, mind, and community, that allows space for rest without guilt. The ancients didn't separate work and life the way we do. They saw them as intertwined, with balance as the ultimate goal. So today, I challenge you to take one ancient practice and weave it into your daily life. Move mindfully, eat intentionally, rest purposefully, connect meaningfully, and simplify relentlessly. Watch how your energy shifts, how your focus sharpens, and how your mind finds calm amidst chaos. Burnout may be modern, but the cure has always been ancient. As you navigate your week, remember that the wisdom of our ancestors is not a relic to admire from afar. It's a living guide, a blueprint for thriving in a world that often seems designed to drain us. And if this video has sparked even a flicker of insight, don't just let it fade away. Take a moment to like this video. Subscribe for more stories and strategies that bridge ancient wisdom with modern life, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a way to reclaim your energy and joy. Share this with someone you know who might be silently battling burnout, and leave a comment below about the one ancient practice you're going to try this week. Together, we can honor the old ways to thrive in the new world, and step out of exhaustion into a life of balance, vitality, and purpose.